Today we're completing the EFL treble as we're going to be ranking every single championship home kit. League 2 disappointed me, League 1 disappointed me, but the championship, what have you got in store? I will remind you every single video that we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and help me out. I don't want to waste any more time. We're going to be starting in 24th place, the monstrosity of the video, and that is Middlesbrough. I will say from the off, when it comes to red football shirts and me, there's not much of a relationship. We do not get on. I'm going to be honest and just say that this is shambolic. There's a mix of everything, random white lines above and below the sponsor, the dark blue on the cuffs and collar. This is just random and guesswork on where to place these designs. To conclude as well, the collar is disgusting and I'm sorry that I've got to start in this fashion. I'm not impressed with this one, as you can tell, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. You've been waiting so long for this home shirt to be released and you release this. I'm not even sure what to say about it. It's just a blue shirt. They've tried to do a design in the middle with whatever the sponsor is, but legit, other than that, I am not impressed at all. I love a design, but this one just ain't it at all. It screams basic and cheap and I think this one won't sell well at all. I always love the idea of centralising badges, sponsors, kit providers, but on this occasion when you got the orange text in the middle, it doesn't work. I love my coffee, but you don't want it to be the main focal point and sight on first view. The sleeve is a very interesting design, very wavy with different shades of grey. Other than that though, not much is going on. I feel like the orange sponsor ruins it. This is 100% a Marmite shirt. Norwich City, what have you produced? You either love it or you hate it, but I dislike it. I won't go in that strong. The traditional yellow and green colours, but the horizontal lines just ruin it for me. It is a little bit too basic for my liking and not as great as what they've produced in the past. But the lad modelling it, Ashley Barnes, he was my childhood hero being a Brighton fan. 20th place, we've got Hull City. This is too plain for my liking and not much is going on. Why should I put effort speaking into a shirt when I don't even put effort into making the shirt? It is just orange and black stripes at the end of the day. How else do I describe it? Not much is going on. 20th place. Sheffield Wednesday, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just not a fan of the design. I do rate the gold touches after gaining promotion. However, I still feel it's quite basic. I can see the fans loving it, but there's something missing which is annoying me. Not a fan of the V by the collar, and I'm not sure what the blob of a sponsor is in the middle. The gold pinstripes though do look great, I'll give you that. Now this is a football shirt which I could get a little bit of backlash on. QPR in 18th place. Horizontal blue and white blocks, but I'm not sure if the red works in this. It must be some sort of anniversary or special kit, because why would it otherwise have so much red all over it? I know it's my opinion, but I'm so sorry I don't like this one. I can see other people appreciating it and buying it, but I won't be doing the appreciating. Another shirt which could get a little bit of backlash, Cardiff in 17th. It's a fairly clean shirt with a good design in the middle. I am not a fan of this loopy looking white collar at all. Everything else about it is great, but my opinion just states the collar is tragic. I just can't rule it out of my head. I also feel like the sponsor just screams at you as well, so it's not helping my rankings. I've got a bone to pick with Nike here because in 16th place I've got Sunderland and it's just a template. This isn't the first time this season I've seen a template by Nike literally in this fashion. I think it's quite plain, boring and very uninspiring. It is literally just red and white stripes, the Sunderland badge and a sponsor. That is it. How else do I describe this shirt? Because it's just bog standard. What do you Sunderland fans think? Jesus Christ, we're moving on to another bang average kit. West Brom, Jesus Christ, this is very plain. It's got the traditional West Brom colours, it's got the stripes, it's got the sponsor, it's got the badge, but it's very, very plain. Yes, okay, it's clean, it's classic, but it's just boring. I'm not sure what else to say about this one. West Brom in 15th place. Moving on to my lucky number, which is 14th place. We've got Milwall, but it's not a privilege to be 14th in this scenario. It is quite a standard Millwall shirt, other than the fact they wanted to put shooting star lines at the bottom of it. But overall, it's quite bog standard. Classic Millwall colours, classic sponsor. Overall, I think it's just okay. I have to give Rotherham very good marks at what they're trying to do here. I am still trying to work out what the design is all over the shirt. To me, it looks like a floodlight potential stadium, maybe their old stadium, but I like the fact they put effort into this. It's not just a standard red shirt. I think they've done a very fantastic job. I love the colour as well, and I think Rotherham fans will be buying this one. Blackburn always go with a standard and boring blue and white, half and half, but this time they've added detail, which I really appreciate. On the right side, they have the faded word spelling out Rovers multiple times, which I feel brings out a positive side of the shirt. I'm a very big fan of it, and I'm glad it's not just plain. I'm not sure about the demon sponsor in the middle, but we'll let that one slide. I'm also not sure about the blue in the collar, but we'll move on before they go down in my rankings. Whoa, the Saints have gone crazy with this design by Hummel. It heavily reminds me of the Denmark shirt back in the day. I can't tell if I love it or hate it, so I thought I'd go bang in the middle, kind of 11th. I do like the pinstripes, but it's fair to say they used a lot to their advantage. Definitely did slack in that department. I love the collar as well, but I need you guys to decide in the comments whether this is a good shirt or not. When you try and imagine a classic Stoke City home shirt, you think of the red and white stripes with a fantastic collar and cuffs. And I'm not gonna lie, when we talk about a classic, I think this is the one. I think if I appreciated red shirts more, it could have gone higher, but but top half of the table is good for me, I must admit. I love the stripes and ending it off by the cuff as well. I do approve. The Sky Blue Army have got one wacky but quality home shirt here. Everyone knows by now that I love the design and they've impressed me here. It has a wavy feel and I think a lot of Coventry fans could be offended by this position, but there are a lot of good shirts this year. Hummel always seem to smash it and I'm sure this will sell very well to City fans. Ipswich have gone for a different style this time around, but I'm not offended by it. It's a very good style, but my only negative is a very plain sleeve. But overall, the collar, the sponsor, I am a really big fan of. And despite failing maths, I do know what the symbols mean. I do spot a faded pattern, which I always love, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this is a fair ranking. Moving on to a 7th place, and we're going up to Yorkshire, and that is Leeds United. I seriously think that the Championship have smashed their kits this year. I think this one is a work of art. It is quite simple, but the faded design throughout brings the best out of it. The 3 stripes on the sleeves as well represents Leeds, and overall, I haven't really got a bad word to say about it. Preston North End, this is clean, this is classic. The cuffs and collar is perfection. The faded stripes on the shirt as well. Listen, the Lily Whites have smashed it, and I'm a very big fan. They haven't done too much, they haven't done too little, they've found the right balance correctly, and I really do approve. Watford have gone absolutely wacky this year, and I'm not complaining whatsoever. I love a design where they actually try, and for me, I think they've worked wonders. The black and yellow, which represents Watford, and the paintbrush going all over, I'm a really big fan of. It's just a wacky football shirt, which I like. There is a big sponsor in the middle, however, because of all this great mess, it takes your eyes away from it. Moving on to 4th place, back to Yorkshire, and that is Huddersfield. I don't quite know the reasoning for the gold. The last time I checked, they haven't won a trophy, but despite all that, we have a masterclass here. The faded detail in the stripes, the little pinstripe beside the big stripe just brings that the quality out even more. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful. Huddersfield, you're my 4th place. As we've stated already, I do not like my red shirts, but I'm gonna have to make an exception for this Bristol City home shirt because this is perfection. When you design one like this, you're always gonna get my approval. The white pinstripes, collar and cuffs is just unreal. This is a classic Bristol City home shirt, which I hope the Cider Army pick up. I think whoever's designed this deserves a pay rise. It's that good. I love it. And if I was a Bristol City fan, I would buy it. We've only got 2 teams remaining, and in 2nd place, we've got Leicester City. We all know their history of football shirts because they always release a banger. And this year, they've released another beauty. They've smashed it. They've absolutely killed it. The detail which does it for me is the faded pinstripes with the foxes all over it. This was nearly my 1st place, but Jesus Christ, Leicester never miss when it comes to a football shirt. The detail and the 3 stripes is ridiculous. If I was a Leicester fan, they would have already had my money right now. And finally, the best football shirt in the Championship, and that is Plymouth. They had to release a statement shirt after winning the league, and boy have they done that. Look at it. A lot will say this is basic, but it's an absolute gem. The shade of green chosen was class, and the gold touches after winning the league makes it a beauty. They've used gold outlines on every single part of the shirt. The badge, sponsor, cuffs, collar, and the kit provider. Not only was winning the league perfect, the shirt is bloody perfect as well. And that for me is my favourite home shirt in the Championship. What is your best shirt and what is your worst shirt? Comment it down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Hit that subscribe button. We want 100k this season. See you later.